This reflection focuses on two key areas. Firstly, it explores how the process of decolonization transforms my understanding of ethical and effective fieldwork. And secondly, it explores my shift from knowledge extraction toward collaborative, ethical, and place-based fieldwork practices. For several years, I worked as a community development worker in Cambodia. I visited villages, conducted interviews, documented community concerns, and wrote reports for donors. I believe I was practicing a good fieldwork, but when I look back, I realized I was collecting knowledge that rarely returned to the community who shared. This reflects a wider problem in international development. Communities, especially indigenous people, often become sources of information rather than partner in knowledge productions. Even with consultation processes, decisions about fieldwork remain controlled by institutions and donors. Everything began to change when I joined the RMIT Global Development Learning on Country Fieldwork. Walking beside the Yara River, known as the Birarong, I realized that country can be a teacher. Visiting the quarry heritage trust helped me understand the importance of indigenous voices, histories, and knowledge systems. And learning about the Bunvorong story of the lost country challenged my belief that science is the only way to understand the world. I began to understand that good fieldwork means valuing indigenous knowledge alongside scientific knowledge and learning with communities, not just studying them. Additionally, I learned that many of the artwork I encountered were deeply connected to country, culture, and life experience. I realized that their meaning could not be understood simply by reading the label or translating the words. Some meanings are carried through relationships, memories, and place. That insight changed how I think about my own work in Cambodia. I often translate conversation from Khmer to English report for donor. I now recognize that translation is never just about changing languages. When knowledge is separate from people, culture, and places that give it meanings, important parts of the story can be lost. In addition, when visiting William Borak building and memorial sites, have me to understand the real respect, mean listening to indigenous voices and their belief. Throughout this fieldwork study, I came to realize that learning is not only about documenting what I see, it is also about listening, reflecting, and recognizing that not every story belongs to me to tell. Respect means acknowledging the limits of my understanding and approaching country and indigenous history with humility and responsibility. Looking back, I no longer see fieldwork as simply collecting information. It is about building relationships, listening with humility, and respecting the knowledge that communities already hold. As I continue my journey in global development, I hope to practice fieldwork that is collaborative, ethical, and guided by the people and places I work with.